I came back from war. And my wife asked, how are you home already? I dropped my duffel bag on the porch, confused. What do you mean? My deployment ended. She stumbled backward and grabbed the door frame. Daddy! My 6-year-old son Tommy came running and wrapped himself around my legs. You're alive! You're alive! Mommy said you died. The words hit me like a punch. I looked at Ursula for an explanation, but she just stood there frozen, tears streaming down her face. I need to sit down. Ursula's face crumpled. Tommy, please go to your room. But I want to tell Daddy about now. I headed upstairs to check on him and past our bedroom. Something told me to push the door open and my heart stopped. There was a man I didn't recognize in my bed. Who is that? My voice came out cold. She looked up with red, puffy eyes. His name is Steven. Before I could say anything else, there were footsteps behind me. It was Steven. He saw me in my uniform and froze. Wait, you're alive? He turned to Ursula. Ursula, what the hell is going on? She wouldn't look at either of us. You showed me the obituary. I went to the funeral. That's when I realized he didn't know. How long have you been here? I asked him directly. 8 months. She called me in April, said you'd been killed. Steven was pacing now. I quit my job in Denver for this. I had a promotion coming up, everything. You quit your job? Steven turned to face Ursula. You said Tommy needed stability, Steven said, looking at Ursula. I used my savings to pay for his therapy sessions. You said the military insurance wouldn't cover it. He pulled out his phone and showed me. $6,000 in therapy payments over 8 months. My eyes were fixed on the ring on her finger, one I didn't recognize. She told me we'd get married, Steven announced, following my gaze. After enough time passed, she said Tommy was already calling me Dad and it would help him. I turned to Ursula. He calls him Dad? She was crying, but I didn't care anymore. My brother died in Iraq 5 years ago, Steven said. When Ursula told me you'd been killed and she needed help, I thought it was what he would have wanted. You put our son in grief therapy, I said to Ursula. You made him think his dad was dead. You made a 6-year-old mourn me for no reason. I watched my best friend die in March, I continued. He took a bullet meant for me. Last thing he said was, tell your family you love them. That's what kept me alive. I had to grab the table. I sent love letters every week, telling you how much I missed you, telling Tommy about where I was. Steven's jaw clenched. You were reading his letters while I was sleeping in his bed? Did you close our accounts? I asked, pulling out my phone. I tried to buy coffee at the airport and my card declined. I have $3,000 cash and no way to access anything because you declared me dead while I was still overseas. Steven stood up fast. Where's the insurance money? Ursula went very still. What insurance money? The life insurance. $400,000. We filed in May. You said it was going into a trust for Tommy's college. I pulled out my phone and logged into our bank account. There it was. Dozens of cash withdrawals following the insurance payout, all from an ATM by the casino downtown. She has a gambling problem, I said flatly. Ursula was sobbing now. I was going to pay it back. I thought I was honoring you, Steven said to me. Every time I helped with homework, every parent-teacher conference, I kept thinking, this is what his dad would want. Ursula tried to stand. I can explain. Explain what? Steven's voice was sharp. Get out, I told Ursula. This is my house too. You declared me dead, but Steven's a witness. We both are. Tommy came down the stairs. Why is everyone yelling? Ursula moved toward him, but he stepped back. Why did you say Daddy was dead? Baby, I can explain. Was it all a lie? Tommy looked between us. Steven knelt down. Tommy, your dad's been alive the whole time. He never left you. Tommy ran to me and I picked him up. I thought you were dead. I thought you left me. I never stopped being your daddy. Steven was still on the phone. Yes, military life insurance fraud, service member identity fraud. He looked at me. Ursula grabbed her purse. Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem. You figured it out for 8 months while I was getting shot at. Behind me, Steven was already on the phone to her father, an ex-veteran. I heard forensic accountant. 8 months, her dad repeated. And Ursula, you better not be there when I arrive. He hung up the phone, and when I turned to Ursula, she was looking at me with something that said she was willing to do anything but leave peacefully. Full story on channel linked below.